It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Last outing for Brooklyn, they ended up with a win against the Suns. This is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. The Brooklyn Nets appear to be in Plan B mode. You remember when new ownership came in 2010, they spent big, traded aggressively for some big-name free agents, hoping it would put them in the hunt for a title. Hasn't exactly happened, Jet.
No, they took that shot, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. But it's tough to rebuild now. You know, a lot of those picks were traded away to the Celtics, and they are going to just be a strong basketball team in the coming years.
Well, you're right, Ken. It didn't work. That's why they had to put a new front office in place, you know, bringing on some talent from San Antonio. We know how they do it in San Antonio. They're taking the patient route, building from the ground up.
And that is it. Just about time for tip-off. We'll see you later.
Well, we have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Brooklyn Nets come in for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. It's been a very challenging start to the season for these guys, losing all but one of their first 8 games.
And before the season, guys, not much was expected of this group. We heard them saying that they were going to prove the doubters wrong, but so far that has not been the case. It's been a struggle.
Yeah, that's a case, Greg, to me, of intentions running into reality. You know, this is a team with some work to do, plenty of work to do, and I think they're finding that out the hard way. It could serve them well going forward, though.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, "I never thought about it until I hurt my back." Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, "I realized that I liked that side of the game." And Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. Clark, you've talked about this a lot, the changes, the biggest differences from playing college basketball to pro basketball.
Without question, Kevin, a couple of the biggest differences for me were the speed of the game and the quality of the players on the court. That was really something that I was aware of, but it hit me right between the eyes as I got going. And then the other thing was the travel and schedule. I hit a wall after about 60 games and was really a dead man walking for about 10 days before my legs came back and I finished that rookie season strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down low, it's Booker and Mozgov. LeVert out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's LeVert. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
You know, the mid-range, Jay, continuing to look better over time for LeVert, showing real improvement in knocking that shot down.
Now, here's ball. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lopez a screen. Caldwell Pope left side. Lopez kicks to Ingram. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Now here's Lin. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix. There's the pick. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Mozgov. And the wing jumper offline.
Can't get more open than that. No idea how he mistimed that mid-range shot. Maybe he was too open.
Now here's Ingram, guarded closer. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And so just over a minute and a half played. Lynn against Randall. Outside, Lynn to the right side. Up again. It's good on the putback.
One of the things you love about Hollis Jefferson is his activity. I mean, he impacts the game really without having plays called for him.
Here's Randall. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the Nets offense, Clark, looking to play up tempo. First in the league last season in possessions per game.
Yeah, and really trying to exploit and take advantage of their youth. Following the Spurs model, spreading the minutes out, trying to use more guys. I think it helps them play at that pace when you can utilize more players.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Ball, the pass to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Now here's Booker. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Here's Ball after Jeremy Lin's bucket. Ball dishes to Caldwell Pope. Randall with a screen for Ingram. For three, Caldwell Pope. They grab their own miss. Mozgov with the block.
7-1 with a plus wingspan. Mozgov can send your shot behind you in a hurry.
Three-pointer. That shot is off. And the Lakers take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took.
Oh! Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
On the free throw, no good. And Brandon Ingram, growing up in Kinston, North Carolina, led Kinston High to 4 consecutive state championships.
And you know, North Carolina alum Jerry Stackhouse also hails from Kinston. Stackhouse played hoops with Ingram's father and took a mentorship role in Brandon's life from an early age, so he's in good hands from that standpoint. Brandon, certainly his own man, chose to go to Duke despite his mentor being a famed Tar Heel. Bet you they have some pretty good discussions about that.
I'm sure they do, Clark. You're right. Outside, Lynn to the inside. Hollis Jefferson, Ball with the rebound.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The 10-footer. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Booker the pass to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Lynn. Mozgov sets a screen for Lynn. Out to the right wing. A nice shot by LeVert.
And I like seeing everybody take quality shots. LeVert doing just that, looking for quality shots.
Picked by Randall, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Nancy's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Lynn. There's the pick. Passes it to LeVert. High arcing shot. A rebound by the Lakers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Here's LeVert following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Pass to LeVert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Caldwell-Pope.
And LeVert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability. And, you know, the Nets traded away their starting power forward, Thaddeus Young, in exchange for 2 draft picks. The big prize, Michigan combo guard and Ohio native Karis LeVert. He showed potential in his rookie season. I think he's got a bright future.
And the first one at the line is good. And LeVert taken with the 20th pick in the 2016 draft. Great versatility offensively.
Yeah, and he comes from good stock. You know, he's a Central Ohio native, so I've got to get that plug in for Mr. LeVert. He shows good decision-making skills and can play off the ball well, too, so this guy's got a lot going for him.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Los Angeles leading by 7. Lopez a screen. Ingram kicks to Caldwell-Pope. They set the pick. Back to Ingram. The dish to Ball. Fires the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Clarkson, he's checked in for Caldwell-Pope. And then for Brooklyn, Alan Crabb comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Russell in for Jeremy Lin. Clarkson against Mozgov. Shoots over Clarkson, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Love the hard-nosed attitude of Mozgov. Earns himself a bucket, plus the trip to the line.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Lakers making a change here. Deng's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Damari Carroll's checked in for LeVert. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watch and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
Here's Crabb, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Crabb with the ball. Lopez is there, and he banks in the layup. Crabb's got his first bucket in this one. Ball kicks to Deng. feeds it to Ball. There's a screen. It's stolen by Carroll. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Carroll's running. He kicks to Booker. Top of the key, Russell. Now the feed to Crabbe. 5 to shoot. Picked by Mozgov. Launches it. Crabbe, no good.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ball with the bucket.
Boy, Ball showing us a nice little mid-range game, Kevin. With his height and touch, he's got great confidence with the in-between game.
Russell against Clarkson. Picked by Mozgov. Now here's Crabbe. Lopez covering, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Lopez, and it's Tyler Ennis in for Ball. Outside, Russell. Now Mozgov. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Los Angeles leading by 7. And here's Clarkson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Portland. Ennis with the ball. Russell's there. Zubac. 4 on the shot clock. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Nets trail by 7. Here's Kilpatrick, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. There's the pick. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nance a screen. Ennis dishes to Nance. Kicks it to Clarkson. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Crabbe. His last outing, he had 8 points. Now here's Carroll. D right on him. The pass to Kilpatrick. And the Nets, another 3.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
There's a good screen. Clarkson kicks to Zubac. Nance a screen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, Kenny Atkinson is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Played professionally abroad, and after his playing career was over, he went right into coaching.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And Atkinson with a couple years as an assistant in Paris, 4 years in New York with the Knicks. He came from Atlanta where he was a big-time assistant and well thought of by fellow Hawk players.
Yeah, you know, and after a decade as an assistant, Kevin, he led the Dominican national team, so he's had a vast reservoir of experiences on the sidelines as a coach, and now he's, of course, leading the Brooklyn Nets, and had a chance to hear him at a conference last year, and this guy is really got a chance to be outstanding as a coach and leader.
Here's Kilpatrick. And the rejection by Zubac.
they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I agree with you. I mean, they just look comfortable out there, taking what the defense gives them and then capitalizing with no real problem at all.
Here's Kilpatrick following the bucket by the Lakers, and he gets the bucket.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
That one drops for him. Clarkson's got his third bucket of the night.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mozgov a screen on Clarkson. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside Dang. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Outside, Russell. Over Ennis. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 5.
The mid-range game. And when guys have that, there's no question they can shoot, and this kid can shoot.
And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
Ennis out there with Clarkson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Dang, and it's Bogut in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5.
And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. Now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly.
And he can't get the first one. And with the draft spot the Lakers had, and the spotted history with D'Angelo Russell. Greg, it wasn't a huge shock to see him move.
It just seemed to me that Russell wasn't the right fit for what L.A. wanted to do. Still a very young and talented player who has a chance to kind of reinvent himself here in New York. He's shown a bit more maturity since that trade and since joining this team.
Now here's Bogut. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. Clarkson passes to Zubac, knocks it loose. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Fires from the line, hits the front of the rim and out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And it's good for 2. Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Kilpatrick. 5 points in the game. Pass to Carroll. Clock at 6. Mozgov sets a screen for Carroll. Here's Ennis. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Screen by Bogut. Ennis kicks to Dang. There's a screen. To the middle. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Kilpatrick. Pick by Mozgov. Shot off the pick. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Ennis dishes to Clarkson. And it's off from 3-point range.
And just not able to find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Dishes it to Carroll. No good on the triple. Lakers leading by 9. Ennis passes to Day. In transition, here come the Nets. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the Lakers have possession. After the basket by Brooklyn, Bogut sets a screen for Clarkson. The offensive rebound, and the basket by Bogut.
And nobody puts a body on Bogut, and then he makes them pay the price.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Julius Randle's checked in for Zubac. Brandon Ingram comes in for Luol Deng. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Ball subbed in for Tyler Ennis. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. Outside, Lynn. Out to the right wing. Booker against Bogut. Here's LeVert. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. LeVert's got 8.
And LeVert showing how confident he is in his jumper, Kevin. He's got a nice soft release and is a very skilled guard.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Ingram. Bogut sets a screen for Ingram.
You know, one of the undervalued parts of rebuilding is finding talented players of high character. And that's one more thing I like about Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's unselfish, a good teammate, and he accepts input from his coaches.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
The Lakers making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Nets trail by 8. In the corner, it's Lynn. Hits the three-point bomb. Lynn's got his second basket of the game. And Ingram very quiet, very reserved, but Clark, he embraced the go-to role in his freshman season at Duke.
Yeah, and with his work ethic, the sky's the limit for this young man. He's humble, but very confident in himself.
Here's Lopez, makes the most of the high percentage shot. Lopez has got his third basket of the night.
Boy, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Left side, Lynn. And it's Carroll in the corner. 5 to shoot. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Offensive rebound, Nets. Second chance shot. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Caldwell Pope outside. Lopez outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
A decent contest there by the defense, but Lopez, unbothered, unfazed.
LeVert, the basket good off the assist from Lynn. LeVert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Ingram. And it's Ball in the corner. Lopez a screen. Ball, the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Now here's Lynn. Defense right on him. Nailed from three-point land. Carroll's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Ball. Defended by Lynn. Lopez a screen for 3. Caldwell Pope. They get it back. Here's Randall. He dishes it to Ball. Back to Randall. Goes up again. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 4-point Laker lead.
And with the physical gifts that Hollis Jefferson has, he plays a lot bigger than his listed height.
Pass the ball. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Carroll. Here's the teardrop. Got a hand on it.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that one.
Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Lakers leading by 4. Ball with it. He has 7. Now here's Ingram. Lopez a screen. Puts it up from 12. Good D by Booker. The Nets have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. They get it again. Lopez with the block. Nets passing it around. Poked away. Stolen by Ball. He feeds it to Lopez. Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. Back to Randall. To the inside. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist from Randall. Lopez has got 8 here in the quarter. Clark, trying to find players that complement each other is such a big factor in the NBA. How much do differing styles of play matter for a low block pairing, for instance?
Kevin, I think it's critical. You need guys that have complementary skills. somebody that can score it with his back to the basket deep in the post. And then that other big guy has to be more versatile. He has to be a good passer from every angle in the post area, and he has to be a guy who can make shots from that 12 to 17-foot range, so you have the kind of spacing that's ideal for two good inside players.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Like how Lynn scores through contact. He's really stronger than he appears. Incredible strength on display there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Larry Nance is checked in for Julius Randle. And that one falls for Lynn.
Jeremy Lin, an attack guard if there ever was one. He wants to play downhill all the time, explodes to the rim, and forces the defense to react to his drive.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
There's the screen. A leaner. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from LeVert. LA has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now Ball. He's got 7. Nance a screen for 3. Caldwell Pope. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Nance.
And given how big and powerful Hollis Jefferson is, not surprising to see him utilize that strength to draw fouls inside.
And while he's working on his shooting, Hollis Jefferson has shown an ability to create shots. Clark with his herky-jerky drives to the cup.
Kevin could not agree with you more. He is a bit herky-jerky, but that handle is tight, and that allows him to maneuver on the court as a playmaker.
And he can't get the first one.
And you'll hear some say the sleeper of that 2015 draft was Rondé Hollis Jefferson. I mean, a fractured ankle his rookie season limited him to just those 29 games. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a force defensively.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dang comes in for Brandon Ingram, and it's Clarkson in for Ball. And he sinks the second. Greg, what separates Hollis Jefferson, do you think, as an NBA defender?
Physicality, quickness to go along with anticipation. I mean, with his pressure D, he's able to suffocate perimeter players and rack up steals. And don't forget versatility. He's a guy that can guard multiple positions, and that's a huge asset for any team. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Nance. Here's the screen. Back to Caldwell Pope. The dish to Clarkson. There's the triple. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Such quick ups, Clarkson, giving the defense no chance to close out on it.
Over to the wing. Lopez against Mozgov. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The first one falls.
Boy, he's like mortar when you look at Rondé Hollis Jefferson. He's a guy that holds things together, plays with great energy and effort, and that's contagious and also beneficial for a team.
Zubac is checked in for the Lakers. Tyler Ennis comes in for Caldwell Pope. That one is no good.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Ennis. 15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Clarkson. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Kilpatrick. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. A nice show being put on tonight by Brook Lopez. He had 16 points, 2 block shots, and 1 assist. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunity. Few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
And Greg, you know, to have a really good defense, you need that rim protector back there, and this guy was an absolute beast during that half.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers leading by 4, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. Down low, it's Booker and Mozgov. Jeremy Lin is out there with LeVert, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. Zubac, that's good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now here's Lin. He's covered closely. 8 feet away. Here's Mozgov. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Mozgov's got 5 points so far. Ball kicks to Zubac. Feeds it to Ball. The pass to Ingram. Now here's Ball. Defended by Lin. Ball kicks to Zubac. Here's Ingram. Off target from outside. Nets trail by 4. Here's Lin. Stolen by Zubac. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Ingram. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Nobody is catching Ingram in the open floor. I mean, this guy is a speed merchant.
And Julius Randle, the 7th overall pick out of Kentucky back in 2014, missed pretty much his entire rookie season with the leg fracture, but he's coming on strong now.
Boy, he's been impressive in that regard and starting to become comfortable jumping off that right leg, which was the injured leg. Much more confidence in his body. He plays with a great level of intensity and energy, which I love. And I think because of that, he's got a chance to be a really impactful player.
Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Got that one up quick. 18 points for him.
It's really hard to bother Lopez on his jumpers. I mean, he's just so big, and he has a pretty high release point, too.
Lynn kicks to Booker. Over Ingram. No good from Booker. Lakers leading by 7. And here is Ingram. 12 points for him. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The three-pointer is right on target. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, he just keeps coming at you. Hollis Jefferson, so energetic.
And for the Lakers, a big boost to their franchise fortunes this summer. They not only stay in the top 3, but move up a spot and able to draft hometown kid Lonzo Ball.
And, you know, the Lakers drafting second in the lottery for the 3rd straight year, Kevin. You got to cash in on those picks eventually. And Ball, I think, has the chance to be really an outstanding player. Maybe the best of all their young players, although Brandon Ingram, I think, has a tremendous ceiling. The comparisons to Jason Kidd with Ball, I understand those and don't disagree with them. He can potentially be the kind of franchise point guard you build around.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue.
Both good from the line that time. Now Caldwell-Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around fantastic defensively.
Now here's Lynn. 8 points for him. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Booker has screen on Lopez. Here's LeVert. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Mozgov with the steal. Here's LeVert. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ball. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Nets trail by 11. Now here's Lynn. Not a lot of room. LeVert. And a miss there on the triple.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Shoots from 12. Brooklyn with the rebound. Mozgov's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's LeVert. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
I find LeVert to be at his best when he's in rhythm. When he's pulling up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Ball dishes to Caldwell-Pope. He kicks it to Randall. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Lopez a screen. Caldwell Pope passes to Lopez. Mozgov with the block. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's defended by Randall. The feed to Booker. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Booker against Randall. The drive by Booker. He used that pick to get in close. Booker's got his first 2 points of the night.
And, you know, when you let Booker get free inside, Kevin, he finishes now. He's a big, burly presence in the paint who handles his business in there.
Now here's Randall. He's got 5. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
And he makes the first. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game, a great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam, and, boy, he can be tough to contain.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Nets. Carroll's checked in, and he can't hit the second.
After playing just one season of college basketball, Randall entering the NBA with much fanfare. Trying to live up to that lofty billing now.
There's a good screen. Shot off the screen. Here's Booker. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
Great effort, terrific instincts. It's just solid all-around play, Kevin.
Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
And the first one drops. And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Greg, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
Now here's Lynn. 8 points for him. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Lynn's got 10 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
Nets trail by 6. Here's Lynn. He's got 10. Kicks to Crabb. Ingram with the steal. Here's Clarkson. Misses off the right iron.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
Lynn kicks to Carroll. Picked by Mozgov. Back to Lynn to the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Here's LeVert. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And, you know, LeVert, when he's on a roll, he's like a boulder. It just keeps snowballing in a positive direction, and nothing can stop him.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 16. No good from Bogut.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Lynn.
And Lynn's jumper is money. Got to throw him off balance if you're the defense. When you don't, he cashes in.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Ingram. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Grab with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Picked by Mozgov. Grab dishes to Mozgov. For the lead. He can't get that one. And the Lakers going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Passes it to Clarkson. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Nets trail by 4. Lynn the pass to Crabbe. Beyond the arc. And it's LeVert missing. The Lakers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Ball kicks to Ingram. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And a chance to check out the stats for Lynn. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Lakers leading by 4. Well, the Lakers last season, the worst defensive team in the NBA. Again, offense was a little bit better. Clark, what's the key for them offensively?
Well, I think a couple of things. One, ball movement, utilizing everybody. Last season, they were bottom 5 in assists, top 5 in turnovers. And that ratio, those numbers, not conducive to good offense.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for Bogut. Nance comes in for Randall. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram. And it's Ennis in for Ball. Now here's Ennis after D'Angelo Russell's miss.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And he makes the first.
Well, you know, historically, the Lakers have been a glamour franchise and have been able to attract top-tier free agents. The temptation exists to skip any rebuilding and instead look to reload with new stars. We'll see if that pays dividends going forward.
Here's Kilpatrick, 11 points in the game. Picked by Mozgov. There's Russell with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Russell's got 9.
Wow, that's real nice. I mean, D'Angelo really sets before he gets into a shot. Good use of pace there.
Now here's Nance, looking for his first basket still in this one. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And Coach Walton has said when you build from within, you control your own destiny. What do you think, Clark? Should they build slowly but surely or look to land the big free agent?
Well, I think you do a combination of the two, but slow and steady usually wins the race. I know in this day and age we want everything microwave, but one of the questions for the Lakers is how many of these young guys have real star potential? Who are those guys you can build around? And if you don't see it, the temptation grows stronger to go out and try to find that ready-made star. And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Here's Kilpatrick. Russell high post.
Hey, you know, D'Angelo Russell clearly has had his missteps. A lot of young players do. Embroiled in a controversy a couple of seasons back that hurt his relationship with his teammates. I think he's still in the process of working to recover that trust.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Russell.
You know, a decent free throw shooter at this point in his career. D'Angelo has the natural stroke, I think, to become one of the league's best. Shoots it very fluidly and easily.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Nets. And so Russell hits them both. Los Angeles leading by 5. Nance outside, pass to Zubac. Now, here is Russell. He's got 11. Dishes to Crabbe. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Picked by Mozgov. Fires, high post. A rebound by the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Russell in the past criticized Clark for his maturity or the lack of maturity. But, you know, Clark, we forget how young a lot of these guys are.
Yep, well said. They are young, but there is a level of professionalism that you have to embrace pretty quickly. And D'Angelo struggled with that initially, but he's the kind of kid, he's smart, he wants to be good. I think he's going to zero in and put it all together because we know the talent is there. Now it's about maturing.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Dang. And the miss. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We come back right after this. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Nets trail by 7. They've got Ivica Zubac. Larry Nance out there with Dang. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Crabbe with the ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Crabbe's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nets. Lakers leading by 5. Clarkson dishes to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Zubac. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on him.
Russell against Clarkson. Booker, good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that, finds the open man nicely.
Now, here's Clarkson. Nance a screen. Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Shot clock reset for the Lakers. Good work there as it goes. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Here's Kilpatrick. Unable to get that one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Outside Dang. There's the pick. He dishes it to Clarkson. And stolen by Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he comes up with the deuce.
The 6'9" wingspan of Russell reaches, picks it clean, then there he goes off to the races.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Now the dish to Clarkson. Nance a screen. Now here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. The shot's good from Nance.
I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kilpatrick, and the rejection by Zubac.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, you got to run Dang off that three-point line. He's superb at knocking down the triple thanks to that fast release.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, screened by Russell. And the basket by Kilpatrick.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Now, here's Zubac. Nance. And another basket for the Lakers. Nets trail by 9. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Kilpatrick. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac, and it's Ingram in for Luol Deng. And the Nets also making a change. Mozgov, he's checked in for Ellen Crabb.
One shot.
It's been a coaching carousel in Brooklyn in recent years, Clark. Your thoughts on Coach Kenny Atkinson, who came from Atlanta, and what he's done there, and what about his staff?
Well, you know, brave souls, and I think Kenny Atkinson has the right approach. Time will tell what kind of coach he becomes, but I like what I've seen from him. He confessed that people he respected told him he'd be insane to take the job, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, and he stepped into it. The Nets have to return the faith he showed and give him time to build this team.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers. LeVert's checked in for the Nets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Russell.
And, you know, the Nets can't sell players on winning just yet, but they've created a top-notch infrastructure in the meantime, and they have a gleaming new practice facility, better accommodations for players' families during the game. Those little things are big things and make a difference.
Nets trail by 5. Inside, it's tipped. Lopez with the steal. Ingram passes to Lopez. Lopez a screen. Caldwell Pope kicks to Lopez. Feeds to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Over Booker. Second chance shot. Lopez dishes to Ingram. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
You talk about the top-notch facilities for the Nets. You figure it signals their intent to be a top-notch franchise.
Well, you've got to invest in the development, and that means facilities and people. You've got to take care of your players and their families. That's important. And players really take note of those kinds of things. And if you're going to do it well, you've got to do those things right.
And that one misses. And the Lakers breathe a sigh of relief this summer, retaining their lottery pick that had a greater than 50-50 chance of falling to the 76ers.
And you know what, Kevin? That's a huge boost for the franchise drafting Lonzo Ball. They kept their pick, but that means they will lose their 2018 pick. No upside to losing games this season. They're going all in.
Ball, no good. Nets trail by 7. To the paint. Here's LeVert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. LeVert's got 20.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Now, here's Ball. A floater, and it's good on the way in. And the Lakers lead by 7.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Over to the left wing. Mozgov passes to Hollis Jefferson. Shoots over Ingram. Rebound the Lakers. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ingram kicks to Ball. There's the feed to Randall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. They set the pick. Passes it to Ingram. Dishes it to Randall. Over Booker. Randall no good. Nets trail by 7. Al Russell. Picked by Mozgov. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Over Ingram. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. It's Ingram on the wing. Fires from deep. Booker pulls it in. The Nets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. Down low, here's LeVert. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Lakers leading by 7. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope buries the 20-footer. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points this quarter.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Russell kicks to Booker. They set the pick. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Love seeing that aggression. I mean, the ferociousness of Hollis Jefferson. Yes, sir.
Now, here's Ball. He's guarded by Russell. And here is Ingram. Steps back and fires. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Shoots over Ingram. And the shot no good, a bit short. Now, here's Ball. He's guarded by Russell. Ball dishes to Lopez. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Lopez. Ingram passes the Ball. The rebound by the Nets. LeVert's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And that is a shot that Hollis Jefferson continues to improve upon over time, and that's a good sign of things to come.
Randall, a screen on Russell. Picked by Randall. Ball with it. He's picked up by Russell. Caldwell Pope for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Picked by Mozgov. Outside Russell. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Lakers leading by 8. Here's Ball. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's LeVert. Outside, Russell. From deep three-point range. Again, Russell missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Ball no good.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Here's LeVert. Screened by Russell. They set the screen. Knocks down the 3-ball. Russell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Boy, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Lopez. Free throw line jump shot, and it comes off the front of the rim. Nets trail by 5. Outside, Russell. Hollis Jefferson passes to LeVert. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez a screen to the paint, deflects the pass. Free throw line jump shot. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. 8 points for Julius Randle.
So dangerous on the offensive glass. Randle in beast mode.
Outside, Russell. Floats one. Here's Mozgov. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, a guy who's played long enough with some of the greats. Mozgov now looking to rise to the challenge in big moments himself.
Now, here's Ball. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
No easy options for the defense when Lopez gets in deep.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Hey, Lopez is an all-star caliber big man. I mean, the key for him has always been staying healthy. When he plays, he's been very effective.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Russell. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're down by 7. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Brook Lopez.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lin. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Got to respect Lin because he does not shy away from the moment, and the moment doesn't overwhelm him. He has an uncanny ability to score when the game is on the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Time working against them here.
It sure is, and with such short time, it'll be really hard for them to catch up.
Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
And the awareness from Lynn, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Always got to keep an eye on the ball. No pun intended. He's a guy that can do a little bit of everything. A triple-double threat every game.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 5. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to LeVert. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Lynn, that's a 2-pointer. Offline. And so the Lakers take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Andrew, it's been a rough patch for the team, but you came through with the win. What does this do for you?
Well, we knew it wasn't going to last forever, but obviously there's ups and downs in the NBA season. We played some good teams and some bad teams, but we're back on the winner's side now, and let's keep building.
Maybe it's the start of good things to come. Thanks, Andrew. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.